most of them juniors.
Yeah. But when you look
I
at
don't have that many seniors on the roster.
when you look at on-field performance solely, how does a guy that's third, fourth year in the program, who maybe doesn't have that NFL talent compared to a guy that is a true freshman but has all the talent in the world but doesn't have that experience yet?
Well, I don't know if there's a right answer to that one way or the other. I mean, to me, you look at, we're a program that really is based on developing young men and more than, just trying to be a feeder system, to the NFL as soon as possible. Guys come here to develop, to get their degree, learn how to become champions in life. And so for us, those are guys that are going through the development process. There are a lot of guys out there that, they're going to college thinking I'm going to be 3 and done, and as fast as I can get to the NFL, that's important to me. That's not really our program. So it's good for us that we have those older guys. Hopefully we are always playing with a little bit more veteran teams, or teams that have guys that have been in the program and developed and worked to get time, worked themselves into a starting role. Even though we play a lot of young guys, and these guys that I say if we are starting 22 juniors and seniors, I don't always look at it that way. I just look at the guys that are going to be playing, that will play a lot of guys, and the great thing about it is the young guys that we rotate in, hopefully they're continuing to develop, and they're going to get the opportunity to become starters sometime down the road, and when they do get that opportunity, they already have quite a bit of experience on the field.
Coach, as far as defense goes, how much time do you spend with them, and how's that in relation to maybe last year?
Well, I spend a bunch of different, in season it's different. Most of my time spent with defense is post practice. I don't mess with the plan as much, the game plan, as much as I would with adjustments or issues within the game plan. When I'll look and say, they'll put the plan together, we'll watch it, and I say, this is how we're going to try to stop this, and this, and then I'll kind of, my chime in a lot is, when you're running this play, the hardest thing we have to deal with is this. And, so how do we make that adjustment? How do we scheme that aspect of it as much? And so I meet with them a lot post-practice more than game planning, watching all the practice film. I go through that with the defense all the time to go through the plan and make sure. To me, I always tell Manny this, we're going to have 11 guys running the football as hard as we can. Get there with bad intentions and play extremely physical. I want to be aggressive, within our plan to keep people on edge, and I want to be extremely sound. So I might not look and say, hey, let's run this blitz or that blitz or design that, but I want to look and make sure that all of those 3 things are happening, that we have enough aggressiveness in the game plan, that everything that's in the game plan is sound against what they're going to do, and I'm really, really pay attention to making sure we have 11 guys running the football.
Have you decided which true freshmen are going to make the trip this week, or is that something you're going to decide later in the week?
Later in the week, but it's not a conference game, so we can travel more. So we might have a lot of guys make the trip. I don't know who's going to play, but we're trying to get a lot of guys to go make the trip because it is a big in-state rivalry game. Guys have worked we've put in a lot of hard work. That these guys have earned the opportunity to go be on the sidelines and be a part of it. As I say, games are this reward. That's why these guys put in all the extra time to be able to go play on Saturdays. And through all the hard work that everybody's put in, they deserve that reward at the end.
You mentioned having grown as a coach, but emotionally, as far as excitement, butterflies, losing sleep, anything like that, year 7 season opener versus year 1 season opener.
Well, year 1, that's your first time as a head coach, so I mean that's you only get one opportunity at that. So this one's a lot easier every year. Year 2 is a lot easier than year 1. But I think for me, game 1, you're always kind of on edge because you're out of your routine. We have a huge checklist of things that by game 7 you're just in the routine. You're rolling with what's going on. We haven't prepared for a game since last January right now. So you're just going through your checklist. Do I have my red pen in my bag to mark off my game plan? Every little detail, we covered everything. that needs to be covered before you go play in a game, where game 7, you're kind of in the routine. So a lot of that in game 1, that's where all of that comes, that tension of making sure that every detail's been taken care of.